Welcome to Living the Empowered Life. My name is Yvonne and this channel is all about bringing you content that is empowering, encouraging and inspiring. On this channel I share things with you that I believe will help you to live the empowered life. I also share book reviews of interesting books that I have read that I feel you might be interested in. I also take you out and about with me when I go to places of interest or do things that I believe help to live the empowered life. So if this is the type of content that you're looking for, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any uploads. And if you like the content, please hit the thumbs up button. So in today's video, I want to talk to you about good habits, bad habits, and the benefits of habit trackers. Bad habits can cause a lot of disruption in life. Take it from me, I should know. Over the course of the pandemic, which lasted about 16 months, I picked up some bad habits like spending too much time scrolling through social media just before bed, eating outside of my intermittent fasting window. There was another bad habit that I had for quite a few years that I never dealt with, which was spending over budget. The thing about bad habits is that they can cause a lot of problems unless they are put in check. Since I made the decision to live an intentional life, a life where I am deliberate about the choices and decisions that I make and the things I allow into my life, I was quite easily able to spot the things that weren't falling in line with the things that I wanted to do. And they may seem quite harmless to people, scrolling through social media, eating outside of your intermittent fasting window. But sooner or later, I started to discover there was consequences for that. Putting on a bit more extra weight, for instance, waking up tired in the morning because I wasn't settling down my mind for a good night's sleep. So, it's important that we all build good habits. Now, there are many benefits of building good habits. First of all, good habits build routine. Good habits can help you to develop self-discipline. Good habits can help you to regulate your day and help you to know what you should be routinely doing. And good habits also help towards good personal growth, good personal development, good personal growth. Also, another benefit of developing good habits is that it keeps you on track with your goals, tasks, or whatever, your dreams. It is a definite plus to develop good habits. It can take time to weed out bad habits, but the first most important step to breaking a bad habit is awareness of it. When you have an awareness of it, obviously that is your subconscious telling you that this is something that is a problem, something that may need to change. Think about those bad habits that you've currently got at the moment. How are they affecting your life? What you will need to develop good habits is focused attention. It's not something that is going to come about by whether you feel like doing it or not, or whether you're in the mood to do it or not. It is about paying intentional attention to the good habit you are trying to develop. You're going to have to baby that good habit, meaning that, if it is getting to bed at a certain time because you're going to bed late all the time, making sure that you are aware of the time, what you need to do to wind down, getting into bed at that certain time, not going on your phone or going on social media, because you are paying focused attention to developing that good habit of getting to bed on time and getting a decent night's sleep. I'm talking to myself here because this is, as I mentioned at the beginning, a bad habit that I have to break. So I never really paid attention to habit trackers. It's only in the last probably year or so that I have developed a love for habit trackers, because as I mentioned in one of my other videos, I had a problem during the pandemic where I procrastinated a lot. So I brought my first kind of habit tracking journal, which was the Procrastinator's Planner. I will leave a link to it at the top of this video if you want to check that out. And that opened my eyes to the whole idea of habit tracking. The thing about when you have a habit tracker, You don't have to have loads of things that you want to change. It might only be one thing for now, a key thing. It might be 2 or 3 things, however many things. But the important thing when you're trying to develop those good habits, I think one of the most important things is that you don't overwhelm yourself with too many things you're trying to change all at one time. I would say 1 is a good amount, 3 I would say is a maximum amount, as you are starting to develop those habits. Because one of the things that you have to be aware of is that if you are trying to change habit with things and you have too many and you don't, succeed in changing those habits straight away and you fail at something, it might leave you discouraged. And that might put you off the whole thing about trying to change your habits. So you should make them manageable for you. So my next experience with habit trackers was in my Ella Iconic planner, which I bought for this year. At the beginning of each month, it allows you, and I'll insert a video here, it allows you to write down the things you're trying to develop a habit in over the 30 days or 31 days of the month. And it allows you to write down the things that you're trying to change. So for example, in a month, I would probably have about 4 or 5 things on my habit tracker that are essential really to me and my day. So prayer time would be one of the things I'd have on there. Intermittent fasting might be another one. Reading, whatever it is, I would have them listed down, and each day, at the end of the day, I would go through and just put a little mark by whether I achieved it or not. And one of the things I really love about habit trackers is that it brings this awareness of what you are doing in your day. I may not succeed every day and be bang on time with everything I have on my habit tracker, but because I'm getting into the habit of tracking my habits, meaning that I'm going into my habit tracker, ticking off, for the day if I've done it or not, it has brought this new heightened sense of awareness of the things that I am trying to do in my day and giving me an awareness of the things that I should be doing in my day. You may not have a habit tracker to hand in your planner or journal or diary. There is really easy ways that you can have a habit tracker for you to, track your habits. You could just use like a calendar. You can cross off for the day that you have, done that. There are a couple of resources that you can buy that are particularly for habit trackers. I will leave links to them below. They're quite expensive actually. One of them was on Etsy and I think the other one was on Amazon, which is really, kind of a resource where you can specifically buy it to track your everyday habits. You could even get in a notebook, write down things you want to change your habits in, and then make your own grid, with a pencil and a ruler and little squares, and just tick it off each day. And also you could probably look online on the internet and Google free habit trackers. They will probably be like printable resources for you to print off. So there is different ways that you can access habit trackers. So I will leave the ones that I find down below, but you don't have to go out your way to make it a cost. There is a saying that says, foxes spoil the vines. And basically those foxes are your bad habits. You may be wanting to get up and go for a run every morning, for instance, but you spend all night on social media or going to bed late. That is the little fox that is going to spoil the whole vine, because at the end of the day, you need energy to be able to get up at that time you want to get up in the morning, to go for that run, to focus, to, concentrate. So there are so many benefits in developing good habits, and I want to encourage you to start to change any bad habits that you have that you feel are kind of interfering with the things that you want to do in life. As I said, it's not easy. It's a step-by-step process, because you have to build a good foundation, a right foundation, a solid foundation, so that you can reap the benefits of the things that you're trying to do. So I hope that you found this video helpful. Let me know below in the comments, if you're brave enough, what bad habits you're trying to break and how you're trying to break them. And I will leave links to the resources, if you want to check them out for habit trackers, in the description box below. Until the next video, take care.